So it's a question I get asked all the time. That's great, you can build super bikes, you can put them back together once they've been wrecked, but what does it really cost you? So rebuilding super bikes on YouTube has become a bit of a thing, just like cars, like quite a few people are doing it. I get a lot of people ask me though, how do I actually keep doing it? Like, surely it's costing me so much money, and truth is, it is. And I'm just gonna be completely upfront with you, fully transparent as to what this build cost. No BS, let's just get straight into it. Let's dive in with the most expensive piece of equipment I had to get, which was the bike itself. $6,500 delivered. And the second most expensive was this full Termignoni exhaust. I got it out of Japan, including custom shipping and everything, $3,343, but it is a work of art, I'm sure you'll agree. And I hope you're sitting down for this one, because this was the elephant in the room, this one, the front end. So the front end on this bike completely destroyed. I had to get a set of forks for it. Now, I initially bought a set of cartridges, which I thought would be perfect. I'd do the trick, I'd be able to salvage some of that front end. Unfortunately, I couldn't. I had to buy another set of complete forks. So I bought the cartridges for $1,000, and I bought another set of complete forks for $1,500. But that still wasn't done, because I had to put it all together. So that was another $300 just to actually put the front end together. But it still wasn't done because it was still bent. Because I don't know if you remember, I bought the lower triple, the OEM lower triple off of $12.99, and that was bent. I paid $450 for that. So I had to do that again. I had to buy a second one, another $450, so $900 for the lower triple. Not a great experience, but that's not the only thing that I screwed up. So next up was replacing those wheels with these absolute beauties that almost look like Marcassinis. So the original wheels were those weird gray silvery wheels. I got rid of them. Now I'll tell you later what I sold them for, but I purchased this front rim for $200 and this rear rim for $610. So roughly $800 for the two wheels, and the tires $530. So now I'm going to run through all of the CNC racing gear that I put on this bike. Some of it was through Motomia, some of it was through eBay. Let's get into that. So I've got these rear sets, these full CNC racing rear sets. I picked them up for around about $475 secondhand through eBay. And this was one of my better eBay purchases because it didn't all go to plan. These rear suspension arms, including the rocker arm, I think all up for these was around about $600, and then my rear drive, complete drive system, around about another $650 for the sprocket, the cush hub drive, and all of the nuts associated with that. So let's talk carbon fiber, and I've got a lot of carbon fiber on this bike. I've got the front guard, I've got the rear swing arm covers, I've got the shock cover, but that's not all, there is more. I've also got the brake ducts just here. So all up in carbon fiber. Now, I could give you my retail, or I could give you what I actually paid. I think I'll give you the retail, was $1,500. And since we're talking about braking, I got these Brembos and the discs, so brand new discs, and these Brembos combined for $750. So a massive upgrade to the braking system. And then I already had the pads, but the pads essentially were $225. So a fair bit of money just to upgrade the front braking system. You'll see here that I've got braided lines as well. So I've got full race braided lines coming down into this brake system, front and rear. So these braided lines all up, $250. And since we're looking at a bit of bling, I got this cover. So this new DUCATI cover and a full Bayless livery package, along with a few other things. That also came with the switch gear. So new OEM switch gear, all of that for $800. So up in the front here, I've got the Ayala Top Triple. This is absolutely beautiful. It's a work of art, but it's secondhand. I got this for $370 secondhand, which it's absolutely beautiful. It sets off the whole cockpit. And then I managed to score these Rizomas off a friend of mine. They were just a few dollars. I had to get a new throttle, which I didn't put in the package, but I'm pretty sure I paid $250 for that. It came secondhand. One thing I didn't mention about the brakes was I got this RC17 from CNC Racing as well. I think that was another $540 off the top of my head. So yes, I've got a spare fairing for this. I've got the Baylliss fairing, which was part of that $800 package, but I've also got this fully awesome A-motor part, full custom fairing. Now I'm gonna give you the retail on that because it's a full fairing, including the tank cover. It comes with all the parts. You would pay around about $850 for that as a complete package, fully designed and shipped to Australia. So that's pretty awesome. Maybe even less than $850 to be honest. And you can't really see it, but I've also done an ABS delete. So that was $10, super, super cheap. Switchgear, we've got a Jet Prime start-stop button. So that was $240, I think. And we had to get a new dash as well. So that was $600. And you can't have a new dash on one of these things without actually getting an ignition that works. So unfortunately my ignition was kaput and I had to get a new ignition and ECU complete key combo. I think I paid, I think it was $750 for that. So next up is all of the deletes that I haven't mentioned. We've got the rear light delete, we've got the side stand delete, we've got the front headlight delete, we've got heaps of deletes. All up, deletes cost me $250. That's what I was thinking of, the evap and the secondary air. They're the other two deletes. We've got some additional blings. So we've got the bar ends and we've also got the monkey bones and we've also got the monkey bones tank, the quick cap. That and that, including the race seat, which all came from I think the same person, was $400. Now it's not easy to see here, but this is actually a fake front headlight. So I managed to pick this up secondhand for $250. The screen, yet another CNC racing piece of awesome kit. This was $175. And the damper, which is not on here, all up, that's costing me $350 to get that fixed. The frame fix and welding, $250. And the new front subframe, I had to get two of them because the first one I got was wrong, all up $495. So one thing I forgot to mention on these front forks is I had to get new outer fork front tubes. They were $377. Now there's a lot of miscellaneous parts which I've left out of this, which would easily rack up to at least another $2,000. So you can see I'm in the mid to high 20s just for this build. And surely that's not feasible. And let me tell you, it's not. So I actually ended up selling a lot of gear off this bike. All up, the eBay sales I made to recoup some of the cost on this bike was around about $7 grand. So I'm sitting at around that $21,000 mark for the complete build. But I've got to be honest, this is my bike for the next few years. It's the bike that I'm going to track and learn to be a better rider on. And it's unique, it's a one-off. But there you have it. That's the cost of actually building one of these complete custom bikes. I told you I'd keep it short. I told you I'd keep it sweet. If you like this kind of stuff, you want to see more builds, subscribe. Thanks, guys.